Meow. Do you listen to that every day? Because Jesus, I feel bad for you.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you?
Thanks for your help back there.
Briggs. And no worries. There was a time when helping each other survive was all we had left. Around here, we don't forget those days if we can help it. Your friend's gonna be all right, by the way. I've seen weaker pull out of worse. What were you doing out there? You don't mind me asking.
We heard there was a safe place out here.
Really? What'd you hear exactly?
Tales, stories of a community, a place to start over.
Well, you found it. That's what these folks were for me, anyway. Couple of times over. They'll do for you too, if you've got the hands and heart to join them. Given how you've been watching over the little scuffler in the med bay there, I'd say you'll feel right at home. Take care, my friend. Good to see you again. You know where to find me.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself?
Well, I wandered over here. Apparently that was a mistake.
Bingo. I'm McCabe. I like to keep to myself and my work. My work happens to be tinkering and modding weapons. And that's already more information than I like giving out. Capiche?
Alright then.
Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay?
Thanks, McCabe.
Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Fine, I won't.
Something on your mind, traveler?
Oh, you moved here.
Make
Cool.
yourself at home. Stay safe, traveler.
I knew you looked familiar. What's that?
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxeltech faces.
Who are you?
Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxeltech apart without hoof and horn. I am Sa Israk Thadwell. My Paxeltech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxeltech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help me defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair.
I have a lot of questions.
Of course, Paxeltech.
What are you?
Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be.
It sounds amazing.
It is Paxeltech. Yesha is kin mother to us all. Yet she suffers. Long and long have the immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltech call the root. When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief.
How do you get here?
The Paxeltech fort, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here.
How do you know Ford?
Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same crystals I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxeltech, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford. And the Ford freed Dwell, and many others.
You know Dwell isn't actually a name, right?
Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues.
What does Paxeltech mean anyways?
Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless. Perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue.
Tell me about these crystals.
Gems, refined from a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gull are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons, or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential.
If they're only found on Yesha, how do you get them here?
Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No. Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what you can make.
Smart Paxeltech. Right to business.
That's pretty good. Dang, all that looks amazing.
Until we meet once more.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wait, I thought the ward was helping me.
Ha, I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around here. Well, seeing as you got the mayor's personal approval, I reckon you his problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know.
You think human would attack humans after everything the root did?
Damn straight. A lot
Yeah,
of
I mean,
folks
of course
only
they
ever
would.
learn how to look out for themselves. They don't know any different. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called the Mud Dogs. We took what we wanted and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old ways. Maybe never will.
Can I ask you some questions?
Why not? Passes the time.
You said you used to kill to survive. What changed?
I guess I set myself up for that one. I told you the Mud Dogs didn't take hell from no one. And what anyone stood up to us without getting knocked down. Save one. This mudder walks into my court, confident as a wolf in a rabbit trap. I'm thinking, this'll be a fight to remember, eh? At best. Then, I noticed something the mudder's got on him. It's a watch. What belonged to my old man. I figure he finally tripped the branches and I'm about to wring this wanderer's neck myself. But then, the wanderer says the old man gave it to him. That caught me. The old man wouldn't give up that watch to no one but family. And he never gave it to me. I let the wanderer go. After taking the watch, of course. But I couldn't stop thinking about it.
What is this wanderer who stopped the route?
So I hear. Changed the world a few times over, that one. Sometime later, I got the nerve to see the old man myself. He surprised me. He wasn't pissed or patronizing, just sat me down and started telling stories like we'd been chatting every day. He didn't say nothing about the watch when I told him. Just glad it had a home. Tell you what, I think he wanted me to take it, the old bastard. Anyway, we talked a lot after that. When word got out that folks here at the ward were starting something new, well, the old man and I both knew what needed doing. I told the mud dogs they were free to do as they liked. We weren't a pack no more. Then the old man and I set up shop here. Kind of boring to tell you the truth, but better than a bullet hole, I guess.
What can you tell me about the wanderer?
Don't know what else I can tell you, save the stories folks around here like to spin. The way they tell it, that wanderer walked through crystals to other worlds until one day they slammed the door on the Deadwood altogether and saved the world. Yeah, they all sound just like my old man with these stories.
How do you explain the route dying?
Who says they have? Deadwood is still here, ain't they? Maybe the bulk of them have just moved on or something. I don't know. I ain't complaining, mind you. There's definitely something different about this place. Maybe if I stick around long enough, I'll figure out what it is.
What can you tell me about your old man?
Oh, that old mudder. People call him Mudtooth. He's set up over yonder, and he's more than happy to tell you about himself. And then some. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but he was the leader of the Mud Dogs before I took him over. They'd got soft, see? Couldn't hack it in a dog-eat-dog world. Of course, that ain't the way he tells it. We still don't see eye to eye on which of us was right. Disagree to agree, I guess.
What can you tell me about the Mud Dogs?
Well, the Mud Dogs ran for years. Started out with my old man in a place called Sanctuary, and eventually came out here. We set ourselves up in a place folks started calling Cutthroat Channel. Nobody came in or out without our say-so, not even Deadwood. Yeah, I got a story or two from the glory days. I ain't my old man. He'll talk your ear off and then use it as a chew toy. But at least I'll tell you the truth.
Well, I like to hear it.
But so, well, first, let me ask you something. Your family's starving. Has been for days, and there's no food nowhere, except for a bunker, where a bunch of survivors are holed up. What do you do?
Ask him for help, I guess.
Yeah? And what do you do when they show you the open end of a rifle instead?
See if they want to trade?
There ain't nothing you got what they want. Fact is, they'd love any excuse to kill you, just to make them feel a little safer. Like it or not, fight or flight are your only real options.
Huh. Alright, then we fight. We need to survive.
You're thinking like a mud dog. Problem was, there was 4 of them for every one of us. All of them packing. I said to my dogs, what's the one thing this world's got no end of? More than guns or food or mudders what got more than enough of both? Deadwood, I said. See, the root don't care about food or guns. All you gotta do is break a bunker open. The root'll clean out the nest, leave you the rest.
So you had the root kill all the people for you.
That's the world it was, stranger. Dog eat dog.
Good thing the world's different now.
Maybe. It's a hell of a lot less work, I'll tell you that much.
Got any more stories?
Back in the day, whenever a group of folks came traipsing into the Mud Dog's den, we'd give them a choice. Kill each other, or get killed. We told them we was weeding out the weak. But that wasn't the real reason. That particular tradition started the day Chavis and his gang rolled in and said they wanted to join forces.
So you had to fight each other for the honor?
Not on my word, no. There was only 3 of them, all torn up like they'd try to steal fish from a bear. The rest of Chavis's gang had been chewed up by Deadwood, he said. That seemed legit to me. I was just about to let him join when Chavis's deputy, the woman with the unlikely name Sunny, turns on the other 2 and starts slicing them up. Well, me and the boys start taking bets. It was the most fun we'd had in months. After the other 2 fell, Sonny says Chavis was planning on killing me in my sleep, taking the gang. Ever since, folks come looking to join up. We had them fight each other first. Yeah, it weeds out the weak, yeah. But also make sure nobody's stupid enough to try a coup.
Anything else?
But so, well, there's one of my old man's tales that is true. He used to live in this old chopper. Made a good sniper's nest, letting him pop off Deadwood one at a time. I kept him off for a while, but the Mud Dogs got wind they were mustering something big. I weren't about to let the old man kick it, so we set a trap up for their trap. Problem was, they moved faster than we thought. We had explosives set around for most of the area, but the Deadwood came too soon. We hadn't set the detonators yet. The old man, though, he wakes in the crack of night, howling and popping off shot after shot at the root. Well, one of his shots must have hit our explosives because suddenly the whole street goes up in flames. My dogs got lucky. Only a couple were close enough to get singed. But the root got blown all to hell. To this day, my old man thinks he killed 300 of them, all by himself.
Didn't he? You said this tale was true.
So here's the thing. Every shot my old man took, and he must have killed dozens of Deadwood before it was over, was dead on. The only shot he missed was the one that blew the trap. So you tell me, who really killed all those root?
Anything else?
You ever hear of the Root Mother? She's one of them weirdos even the Deadwood left alone. Folks used to see her for advice. Crazy folks, desperate. My Mud Dog's caught one of these crazies. As he begs for his life, he tells us some secret the Root Mother told him. A place in the sewer, good to hole up against Deadwood. Dumb bastard. We killed him anyway, of course. He had food. But one of my boys convinced me to check out his story. That's how we found Cutthroat Channel. Once the Deadwood were cleared out, it wasn't so hard to keep it clear. Stayed there for years. So the dumb bastard was right.
Do you think the Root Mother meant for you to take it?
Ha! You sound like the loonies here in town. Root crazies don't know me from a jar of dirt. We just made our own luck, was all.
Got any other stories?
Well, I suppose I got one more left in me. I got one. It was a bad winter. Real bad. Even the Deadwood wouldn't go out in it. But they didn't need to. Goddamn Earth was killing us all on its own. There was nothing to eat, and I mean nothing. Mud Dogs, we raid and steal, but there weren't no one to raid from. We'd threaten people's lives, and they'd laugh like it was a gift. Weren't surprising then when the dogs turned on each other. Started with one fool called Beers. He accused me of hoarding, so I punched him. Soon the whole gang was fighting. It was chaos. Bleeding and shouting and cussing. Finally, they crack beers on the skull, and he don't get up. Quiet, I shout. And when I got their attention, I say, plenty to eat now.
You ate beers?
It's over 100 pounds of meat on your average human stranger. With it like that, I'd be stupid to pass it up. What? You think dog eat dog was some kind of metaphor?
So, I thought your old man was the one with all the tails.
Yeah, my old man spins yarns. I'm just telling you what happened. What else you
Cool.
want?
I like to use the firing
You
range.
want my permission, stranger? You're gonna have to prove your worth. I need you to kill the mayor.
Alright, but I hope there's more to it than just use the firing range.
Oh, damn, stranger. You would have made one hell of a mud dog. I'm just pulling you again here. I don't want nobody dead. And the firing range is yours anytime you like. Don't need no one's permission.
Alright then.
Watch yourself, stranger. Wolf ain't clean yet.
But it takes ammo though? Interesting. $160 something DPS, not bad, not bad. Okay. That's a really cool way to check your DPS. Awesome.
I'm not talking about this right now.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said, yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance.
Andrew Ford? That's in Founder Ford.
In the flesh.
But how? They say you're hundreds of years old.
I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first.
How are you alive?
That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there.
Can I get some?
Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler.
I mean, I would kill millions of people to live forever. Millions. I'd like to know more about people living here.
Let me see if I can get you up to speed.
Bo seems a little young to be mayor.
Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here.
What's the story with Wallace?
Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass.
Can he see the future?
It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes.
Is Riggs really as nice as he seems?
Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful.
Were you and Clementine fighting?
Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge.
She can't be more than what, 19?
Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old.
Did she do the same thing as you?
Not quite. Clementine spent a long time away, keeping strange company. Something like that will change you.
Okay.
Want some intel, eh?
What kind of favor were you expecting me?
Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming.
Well, law of averages. Someone's always coming eventually, right?
Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest.
Okay.
All right, Traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
We can discuss this later.
Want to play Clementine and the Giant Rat?
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Your friend looks pretty bad. She's gonna die, isn't she?
Wow. Thanks, kid. Okay, I don't think there's any loot in this entire town.
I see you, Traveler.
I see you too, buddy.
You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it.
You're talking about my friend.
You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to.
Oh. Medic channel healing energy into their fist, punching a hole in the ground, create 3 meteor healing spring. Restores 10 health. I can do that with an item. The shield expend energy, shield all allies within 24 seconds. Well, shielded allies during 20%. Okay. The medic unleashes a 30-meter shockwave that revives down ally. Wow. I'm not gonna pick any of the medic stuff. Increase Hunter's spatial awareness by casting an aura that automatically applies mark to all enemies within 35 meters. While senses are heightened, hunters also gain 15% increased range and melee damage. Not bad. Continually aiming down sight uninterrupted and without shooting for 1 second causes the hunter to enter a focused state. Reduce weapon spread, recoil, and sway. Grant 25% damage to weak spots and 10% crit range. Okay. Aiming at enemies will automatically apply mark. That's pretty cool. Hunters become shrouded, reducing enemy awareness and making them harder to hit while moving, attacking, and activating mod skill, but instantly exit shroud. Exiting shroud applies mark to all enemies within 10 meters and grant ambush from the hunter for 2 seconds. Increase range and melee damage by 50%. Oh, this is a shotgun build and melee build. Okay. Challenger, specializing in close range combat and heightened survivability. Creates a high impact tremor dealing damage. Become nearly unstoppable, gaining 3 stack of bulwark. Enter heightened state, which increases fire rate, reload speed, and movement speed. Companion will follow the handler and generate. Oh man, everyone picks handler though, because it has a little doggy. Companion will follow handler and continually heal allies within 2 meters for. Interesting. This is way too ally focused. The shield is pretty cool though. It's only for 10 seconds. I kind of want to go hunter. Screw the dog. Let's go hunter.
That makes a lot of sense now.
It seems like this is the right path.
You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. I'll see you again, Traveler. The Traveler returns.
I like to see what you can craft.
They don't like it when I help you. but it is the role I must play.
Oh, he increases the number of pots, and he resets all skill points.
Till next time.
Okay, yeah, my armor's way better. Got it. Oh no. Archetype. Great. I can't increase that. More health, more stamina. Increase mod power generation. Reduce skill cooldown. Now, I gotta plan ahead. Right now, I don't have skill cooldown as a cheat. So, it's tempting. But I can also just increase health. Stamina is actually worthless. And mod power generation. Is this my mod power? Okay.
I don't talk to strangers.
Doc Norris fixed my arm once. Said I was real great.
How's the ward treating you? I could treat you worse if you like.
Wallace told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
He said you know what I needed.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants. You look like you need some shooting. What you looking for?
He sells guns.
That'll do.
Weapons.
2 shots center mass and 1 to the head. Stop most of your problems.
The skill extends the duration when I get a weak spot hit.
Better be worth my time, traveler.
Wally said you could help me on my journey.
You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey?
I don't actually know.
I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Okay, these are mods. Imbue ammunition with fire. Increase range damage by 15. Shot apply burning, dealing 200 over 10. Fire caltrop grenade that explodes over an area of 6 meters. Caltrop deal 20 per second. Apply slow. That's pretty good. Fire a focused blast of air through all targets within 8 meters. That's for close range. I don't need that. Launch a payload of explosive on contact with allies. Healing. When no ally struck, payload lays dormant until ally gets close. Dormant payload lasts 30 seconds. Slowly losing healing potency over time. I don't need healing. Fine, we'll take the fire bullet.
There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again?
Nope, we're done.
Hopefully this means you'll be leaving soon. Uh-huh, okay.
Oh, traveler.
Brabbits told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
I don't suppose he was more particular about why.
He said you were gonna talk his ear off if he didn't.
Ha! Yeah, that sounds like Brabus. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment. Take care, my friend.
And then go talk to Ford. Oh, he said to meet by gate. Can't open that. Can't believe I remember that.
Now you look like you could help an old man take on the world. You ready to do this?
Yep.
Right. Let's see what dangers still lurk in the old ward. smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work.
Hey, rechargeable flashlight.
This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The world stones. Giant red crystals that let us see
Health is never wrong.
other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know everything there was to know about it. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So, yeah. We opened the door and walked through.
But something was
I remember
waiting
this
on the other
place.
side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the route found a way. After that, well... We all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to, in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
Bam.
That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on,
Dude,
let's
there's
go.
so much.
There you are. Hurry up. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what exactly? Holy shit.
Great, now there's dust everywhere in this place. Dusting.
So many years. So many journeys. I wonder, did the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back?
No, he died. I think his
back.
skeleton went
Tell
in the
Bo to bury
realm
this
between,
place.
or
Not just
whatever it's
lock it
called.
away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford. Ford? Oh man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Help! Prototype! Don't let go! I'm slipping! Don't let it take me! Let her go! Clementine!
Ford and Clementine?
Shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit! Oh no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, this is so stupid!
All right. So this is to go into co-op? Okay. No thanks. I can't anyways. I think it'll just crash. I guess we're going down first. Okay. Well.
Clementine!
Don't yell.
Ford! Shit. Where are you guys? What was that? This is all insane. Both Crystal and Ford. Okay. Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
We will end them!
Okay, this is it. Whoa. It's over.
Keep them away!
Oh, hell. At least I one-shot them.
He's been invaded!
All right, let's do this.
This bullet's got your name on it!
Okay. That's it. For now.
That sounds fun.
She'll find me. Must not sleep. Or she'll find me. She'll take us all.
Who's that?
The Night Weaver. She's coming.
More bad news.
We don't want you here!
Not sleep.
Glad that's over.
She'll fight me.
Okay, this is it.
I had to have picked the range when I'm inside of a street.
Holy hell.
No outsiders here!
We don't want you here!
Purified salve, iron, cracked consumable bead. Okay, that's not great. Pure curse. Relic dust. Cracked consumable speed. 1.186 consumable speed use? Or use speed? Oh my god. Is it worth getting those little tiny scraps?
Isn't looking good.